back to share with you my very first craft fair idea for 2016. So a couple of weeks ago I posted my craft fair series kind of launch video, and I'm finally here to share with you my first craft fair idea. So this craft fair season for my series, I'm gonna have some tips and projects, and I'm gonna have tutorials. Sometimes I already have a tutorial on some of the ideas I have, so I'm gonna go ahead and just link the tutorial below. For this one, we're gonna do a full-blown tutorial here on video, and I'm also gonna link a couple videos below where I got inspiration. So what we are making today is what I'm calling skinny notepad and pencil sets. So what this is it's using your stockpile that you know you all have of Target Dollar Spot pencils, and I actually have stockpile from Dollar Tree, Target Dollar Spot, and like Marshalls and Ross and those places that sell like the American Crafts things kind of discounted. For this project I happen to have all Target Dollar Spot pencils. I mean, they have all these cute adorable pencil packs, and I just went through all of my stash. So take what you have. Like last year I did the clothespins packets with all my stockpile of cute clothespins from Daiso and all those places, Michaels and stuff, and we made packets and they sold great. So this is a little tip, you know, if you have a stockpile of pencils or pens or something from like the dollar bins when you go places, this is a great tip to go ahead and package them cute, make little holders for them, pair them with a little notepad or something else, and sell them at your craft fair. So let me show you what we're going to be making. So I'm also going to share with you all the materials that you're going to need for this project. Now remember, you can tweak it and kind of make it your own, but this is what to make 4 of these you're going to need. So just, you know, multiply this by however many you want to make. But to make 4 skinny notepad pencil sets, you're going to need a piece of 8.5 by 11 cardstock that coordinates with your scrapbook paper, and you're going to need a 12 by 12 piece of scrapbook paper, and then you're going to need some of these notepads. Now these are from Staples, and they're these right here. You get 6 of them. So let me show you the little packaging. And what I did is I went to Staples and I had them cut these for me. So this is how they cut them. So what it is they cut on the red line, and they didn't charge me for this. I had Office, I think Max or Office Depot, one of those places before, a couple years ago, charged me $1 for all the cutting. So it's really inexpensive or free. So like I said, it goes like this. So what they do is they cut the red line off, and this is where the little red line is on the side of the notepad, and then they chop it in half. So you get 2 2-inch skinny notepads, and then you have this left over. And I know a lot of people throw this away, but these are really cute little sheets of paper, so I think I'm gonna try to use them for something. But these are the 2 that you're gonna need. So you're gonna need 2 notepads to make 4 of these sets. And again, these are the junior size white 5-inch by 8-inch notepads. And these were, I think, $7 at Staples for 6 pads. So that makes 12, because you're gonna, you know, use 2 per pad. You're gonna have 2 per pad, so it makes 12. So it's really not a bad price. You know, you could probably go to Walmart and get them cheaper, but I went to Staples because I wanted to buy them there because they were gonna be the ones cutting them for me. And then you're just gonna need pencils galore. And you know, you can go to Dollar Tree, whatever. And then I also included some erasers, and these are the cute little succulent erasers from the Target Dollar Spot, and you know the Target Dollar Spot always has erasers. I also used the little Valentine ones, the cupcakes and things on some of the sets that I made. So just remember, you know, stock up on those when you see them if you want to make this project. Okay, and you're also going to need a scoring board, but if you don't have a scoring board, you can just use a ruler and your bone folder. You're going to need a bone folder, and mine's not around me right now, but I'm going to go grab it before we start the tutorial. You're going to need a corner rounder, and this is optional. You don't have to use this one. This one was like $24, but they have corner rounders that I actually prefer over this one at Hobby Lobby for $4.99, and you can use your coupon or wait till it's on sale and get it really cheap. And then you're gonna need a double-sided adhesive, and I like to use my ATG gun. And you're gonna also need your paper trimmer. If you don't have a paper trimmer, you can use scissors and a ruler. Okay, so let me show you the ones first that I made so you can see what we're gonna be making today. And that way you can, grab your materials and knock a bunch of these out for your craft fair. Okay, guys, so here's the ones I made. Now, I do have to tell you that I ran out of the clear plastic sleeves. I forgot to order them before I started the project, so I only had 4. I made a bunch of sets, but I did order the clear plastic sleeves, and I forgot the dimensions, but I'll put the dimensions here on the screen that I ordered, and I'll link where I got them below. I think it's like clearplastic.com or something like that, but I'm gonna link it below to the link of where I ordered these little clear sleeves that you can put these in. So let me get started in showing you the ones I made. So here's the ones that I've packaged up. Aren't they cute? And then I'll show you kind of some that aren't packaged so you can see what they all are. So I just think they're adorable. And I got this inspiration for this little paper pencil holder. I got it from a channel, Carrie's Paper Crafts, I believe, and I'm gonna link that below. She used these for Valentine's and put like little Valentine suckers in them. She didn't have the notepad, of course, but she just made them for kids, and that's where I got the inspiration. I actually made a bunch of these a few years ago, and I'm gonna link that below as well. I don't do a tutorial on it in that video, but we're gonna do one here today. So I just wanted to show you these adorable sets. Aren't they cute? Sorry about the glare. But what I did, I just had lots of fun with these. There is a glare because I know the plastic, but so these are the ones that I have all packaged and ready. And then here's what the back looks like. And so let me show you one that's not in a bag and it's kind of disassembled because I'm waiting for, like I said, I'm waiting for my bags in the mail. So this is what it looks like. You're gonna make this cute little pencil holder out of cardstock and scrapbook paper. And you just need, that's the other thing I forgot to mention, you are gonna need some ribbon. Just any ribbon that you have in your stash. I like to use the thin ribbon, but like I said, you can use any that you have. I have this ribbon that Kat sent me. Hey, Kat! So I used a bunch of this. So anyways, here's the little holder. And here's the little erasers. I just put them down there. So isn't that really cute? And these pencils happen to say curiosities, to do later, and don't forget. And I just love the colors. And then here's the notepad to match. So the notepad, I just cover this with the same scrapbook paper that I used for the holder. And then the whole entire back is also covered. So this is a cute little project, and I've made tons of these. So you already saw these ones, and I used the paper collection I used on all of these is the Maggie Holmes open book, and along with these, let me show you them. Here's some more, and these pencils are all from the Target dollar spot. Here's some more. Aren't these so cute? I had so much fun making these, and they're really actually really easy, and they go really quick. So all of these here, I use the Target dollar spot pencils and Maggie Holmes open book, and then these little erasers are also from the Target dollar spot. So let me move these out of the way. I can't wait until my packaging comes in so I can get these all packaged up. So on these ones, these are purple. These have like a purple theme. I used 2 erasers as well from the Target dollar spot, and pencils too. And then I use this paper from, I used paper from Lemon Lush by Studio Calico. And I made a bunch of these. So here's this one, and I used the same eraser, the little heart and the cupcake, and these are all pencils from Target. So I made a bunch of that style. I just love those little erasers. I think they're so adorable. And oh, here's a couple more that I made with the Maggie Holmes open book paper pad. with the cute little succulents. And these pencils here I actually got from, let's see if I can make the glare go away. I got those from, I think, Marshall's in a pack. And then here's some more. I love these pencils from the Target dollar spot. So there's those. And then the last ones, I got these pencils from Michael's a long time ago in like the $2 bin. And they were, I think, 60% off, so they were pretty cheap, and I got a bunch of them. So here's these, and again, I used the erasers from the Target dollar spot. This paper is from the Lemon Lush paper pad. And here's the back of the notepad. So I made 4 of those. All right. So there's all the ones that I've made so far. I'm making 24 altogether. We're gonna make 2 here on camera. And so there they are, and let's go ahead and get started on the tutorial. Okay, so the first thing I like to do is get all of my paper cut. So like I said, with 1 piece of 8.5 by 11 cardstock and 1 piece of 12 by 12 scrapbook paper, you can make 4 of these pencil sets. So I'm using this mustard yellow color, and this is from Recollections. So what you're going to do is you're going to put this in your paper trimmer on the 8.5 inch side, and you're going to cut 4 strips 2 by 11, and you're going to get 4 out of this piece. Okay, so there's our 4 pieces that are 2 inches by 11 inches. And this is all the scrap you're gonna have left. So you can either throw it away or save it for DIY embellishments, which is what I do. Okay, so after you're done cutting those, put those aside. And you're gonna take your scrapbook paper. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna cut 4 inches off of this paper. So now you essentially have a 4-inch strip, 4 by 12 piece, and an 8 by 12 piece. So then you're going to take the 4-inch piece, and you're going to need 4 pieces that measure 4 by 1 3/4. So you've already got it 4 inches this way, and you're going to put it in this way. Cut 4 pieces at 1 3/4. Pieces that measure 4 by 1 3/4. So stick those aside, and then you're going to take what you have left, and we need 4 pieces that measure 2 1/4 by 1 3/4. Your 4 pieces that measure 2 1/4 by 1 3/4. Okay, so you have these couple scraps here, so you can just stick those aside. And then you're going to take your piece that's 8 by 12, 8-inch piece here, and you're going to turn it on the 12-inch side and cut it to 9 inches. So you're going to have a piece of paper that measures 8 by 9. Okay, so since apparently I'm not good at talking and cutting at the same time, I cut my piece of scrapbook paper too short. I cut it 8 by 8 instead of 9 by 8. So I found another one that's going to match. It's by Maggie Holmes as well. And so you basically, I'm just going to tell you what you need. So you need to cut 4 pieces that measure 2 by 9. So I'm going to cut this down to 9 inches. And then you need 4 2-inch strips. So 4 that measure 2 by 9. So just remember that if you don't mess up like I did, you can take, this paper and cut it to 9 inches and cut 2-inch strips, but I cut it at 8 on accident, so it's too short. But just letting you know, you can use 1 piece of 12 by 12 for this entire project. Okay, so I've got my scraps over here, and now I've got all the paper that I need. Okay, so I've got all the papers that I need for this project to make 4 pencil sets, and we're only going to make 2 here on video, but you've got plenty here to make 4. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take your cardstock, your solid cardstock, and you're going to do some scoring. So you need your scoreboard. So this is my Martha Stewart scoreboard, and I love this thing. So you're going to score, you're going to put this in on the 11-inch side, and you're going to score it at 6.5 and at 6 7/8. So it's the little hash right before the 7-inch. And then you're going to put your next one in, do the same thing. Okay, so you're not going to need your scoreboard anymore. And you're going to take your cardstock pieces and you're going to fold them at the score line. So I already folded this one. So fold it at the 2 score lines. Okay, so now you've got your 4 bases made. The next thing you're going to do is take the first ones that we made here, and you're going to take the 4 by 1 3/4 pieces and you're going to round the top corners, okay? So with my corner rounder, I can put 4 pieces in at one time and round the corners. So if yours doesn't take 4, then you just got to do them one at a time, but make sure you just round the top 2 corners. And then do the same thing with your 2 1/4 by 1 3/4 pieces. Just round the top 2 corners. So you've got those. Now you're going to take your bases. You're going to round these 2 corners and these 2 corners. And I like to do only 2 at a time with the thicker cardstock. On the 1/2 inch side. So I remembered something that I forgot to mention that you are going to need for this project, and it's a 1-inch circle punch. So this is a 1-inch circle punch. If you don't have one of these, I really highly suggest you do buy one. You can get these at Michael's, you can get them at Joann's, Hobby Lobby, and you can use a coupon. So these are so handy to have in your stash anyways. So I really highly recommend you getting one if you don't already have one. So you're going to need a 1-inch circle punch. So now we've got all of our bases rounded, folded, we've got all these cut down and rounded, and all you're going to do now is take your ATG gun or your double-sided tape or whatever adhesive that you're using, and you're just going to go ahead and cover these. So with the 4 by 1 3/4 piece, you're going to take this, and this is the front. You're going to take it and you're going to put this here on the front. You're going to glue it down. So I like to lay it flat and put plenty of adhesive on the back. And this is what I do. I like to line it up so there's about 1/4 inch away from the top. So there's a nice border. So make sure you line it up here at the rounded corners on the top, because then when you lay it down, it's going to go right to that score line, and that's what you want. You don't want it to go over the score line. You want it right at the score line so it looks like this. So then what you're going to do is you're going to take your 1-inch circle punch and just eyeball it. Leave about 1/2 inch or so at the top, and you're going to just punch a circle right here. So that's all you're going to do, and save these for your DIY embellishments. They make pretty embellishments. So this is what it looks like. So see how I left about 1/2 inch from the top to the top of the circle? Because then what you're going to do is open this up, and you're going to add some adhesive right there on the edge. And then you're just going to close this up just like this to where it has the cute little gusset down here, and you're not going to glue the circle down, just the little edge up here. And then you're going to take your 2 1/4 by 1 3/4 piece, add your adhesive, so in this you're going to stick it on the opposite way. You're going to actually hit the top line above the circle, line it right up against that, and it'll fit perfectly. So there's that little yellow border. So you see how I did that? I lined it right up at the edge here and it went there perfectly. So now you've got your little pencil holder made. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to pick out your pencils you want to put in. So I think I'm going to use this pack right here. And these have little sayings on them. The other ones kind of say the days of the week, so I feel like those should all go together on like a bigger set. So I'm going to use these ones, and these were $1 at the Target dollar spot. And so I have 6 here, and I can make 2 packets with 1 pack of pencils. There's 3 in each set. So I'm going to just choose the cute colors that I like. This one, I think I for sure want a yellow and a mint green. So okay, when you put these in, you definitely want the cute little words to be showing. You don't want them to roll around and so you can't see what they say. So my little tip for that is to do this. You're just gonna do 2 quick little swipes of your ATG right here so it's a little bit sticky. It's not gonna hurt the pencils at all. I've already tested it. And that way you can choose how you wanna put these in. So I lined them up so the words are up. You're gonna stick them down into your 1-inch circle until they're nice and nestled. Okay, and then you're gonna lay them down, kind of straighten them out a little, and lay them down on that adhesive, and so they're just gonna barely be glued down so they don't move around. So now you can perfectly see the sentiment, and they say, don't forget curiosity and to do later. Isn't that so cute? And they're not gonna move around because you've put some adhesive down, and it's not gonna do anything to the pencil. You can just rub it right off when you take the pencils out. So the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna take a little bit of your ribbon, and I'm gonna use this mint green color that I have. So just snip a little bit off. And you know, depending on if you want to make a bow or just a cute little knot, will depend on how long you cut the ribbon. So I'm just going to see how much I have here. I might be able to do a cute little bow. So you're just going to tie it from, you're going to actually tie it around the pencil holder and the pencils. So I'm just going to tie my little bow here, slide it up so it's right there where this piece meets this piece. That's where you're gonna tie it. So I like to tie mine in a knot first. And I have plenty here to do a bow, so I'm actually gonna tie this in a cute little bow. Isn't that adorable? And then I like to snip off the little ends here. I really should be using fabric scissors, but I've got these on my craft desk right now, so that's what I'm gonna use. So your little pencil set is almost done. All you need now to do is add your cute little erasers. So I'm using these succulents from the Target dollar spot. You get 20 in this pack. I'm gonna pick out 2 that I like. Again, I'm just gonna slap one little strip of ATG there on the bottom so they don't move around, and just stick these cute little erasers down there. I mean, how cute is that pencil set? I love it. So the last thing you have to do is take one of your skinny notepads and take that paper that measures 9 by 2, and you're gonna stick it here to cover the entire green portion. Okay, and then you're gonna flip it around and form it to the notepads, because when I put these in those little plastic sleeves, I want the back to be pretty. I don't want it to be that plain, you know, craft colored cardboard. So this is how it's gonna look. So I like to form it and then take it off so it's kind of formed already. And then I'm gonna add a bunch of adhesive. So even though this paper isn't the same because I messed up, it's still gonna be really pretty. And then I like to add a bunch here where I'm gonna be putting it down on the green flap. So then you just grab your notepad and fit it there again and press it down. So So that's how it looks right now, because you have to press it down to the back now. So just form it around and then flip this over so that way you can see, pull it really tight and make sure the edges are lined up, and then just smooth it down. I just think that this is so cute and so simple, and it's a way to use up those 12 by 12 sheets of paper that you know you all have a lot of. And there's the cute little notepad. So isn't that adorable? And there's the set there. And then you'll just slip this whole entire thing into one of those clear sleeves and just sell these at your craft fair. So we've got this one done. We're gonna make another one here on video, and I'm gonna put it on fast speed. So sit back and enjoy. The two that we made here on camera. I'm actually going to make the other two off camera. I will be back to show you all the finished skinny notepad and pencil sets. So I'm finished with all 4 pencil notepad sets. Aren't they cute? So these are so easy, and once you start making them and you cut all the paper down and you have everything ready, it's like an assembly line, and it goes really fast. So here it is again up close. Really, really cute. And there's the back. And then you just slip it into one of those clear adhesive sleeves. So pricing, I know everybody always asks me about my pricing, so I'm gonna go ahead and sell these for $3 each. That might be a little bit much. I'm gonna do that for my first craft fair. And if they don't sell good, I'm gonna put them down to $2 each, because I think that's what I sold them for last time, but I'm using, you know, kind of cuter paper this time, and I think they're a little bit more sophisticated than my ones last time. So I'm gonna do the $3 each. They're great for stocking stuffers or little last minute office gifts or neighbor gifts. So these are my skinny notepad and pencil sets. I hope you give them a try. I thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for my next craft fair series video. Hopefully that will be up later this week. Have a great week, everybody.